Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our
Hi.
online session.
Good morning.
Hello, Robin. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you? How are you guys?
Very
Very
good,
good.
very good. Thank you.
That's good, guys. Today's topic is identifying workplace hazards. I hope you're all doing well. And since our last meeting, I hope you had a progressive week and you did what you had to do. Um, Before we get started, let's quickly go over some of the ground rules that we have in our sessions. Please be patient. Allowing one person to speak at a time. Engage respectfully with your peers, and feel free to ask questions if anything is unclear. It's important we respect and consider each other's idea and suggestions. To optimize our learning environment, let's prioritize workplace health and safety. Please ensure you are comfortable seated.
Yes.
Okay.
Very comfortable.
Before we start, guys, in the chat box, can you please put your name, the signature, in the chat box? That's for your attendance, please.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So, guys, this session will be around the 30 minutes. Okay. So please make sure you're comfortable. Maybe you have something to drink. Be patient, please. If you have to answer the phone, please. If it's really an emergency, do it. But or else, please call them back after. Let's quickly recap our previous session. We discussed the importance of WHS, the key WHS principles, individual roles and responsibilities in maintaining WHS, and an introduction to hazards, policies, procedures, and continuous WHS improvement. Did everyone have had a chance to watch some videos of the related to our previous session and today's topic?
Yes. I did a browsing on the internet, and yeah, I have a look around it.
Yeah,
Pretty informative stuff.
I did watch a few videos on YouTube for WHS. Very informative.
Yeah, there is a lot around. There is a lot around. It's good. Okay. So today we will be learning about identifying workplace hazards. The goal is to provide knowledge and skills to recognize potential hazards in work environments. By the end of the presentation, you should be able to identify common workplace hazards, understand the risk associated with these hazards as well, and know how to take appropriate action to mitigate these risks. Throughout this session, we will engage with video presentation, review a PowerPoint slide, some materials, and I'll post questions related to the topics we cover. These questions will serve as a formative assessment, helping me gauge our understanding of the concepts in the progress. For you guys' knowledge so far, what are some common workplace hazards at your job? If you all three could answer that one, we'll be starting with Alex. What is at your workplace a common hazard?
Well, because I'm working in a big site, usually we have a lot of debris falling, especially on scaffolding. We have nails on the floors. All those things are hazards. Lead that can be left on the floor as well. So uh, uh, it's all it's all the hazards that are like daily occurrence.
Yep. Clement?
Yeah. Oh, the most popular hazard, like because I'm working outside most of the time, there's sun. Yeah, the sun is hot in Australia, so it's a hazard.
Yep.
Yeah, and like Alex say, like sometimes it's scaffolds that can be something's falling or some tools on the ground, some shit like that.
A lot of objects falling.
Yeah, objects. Yeah.
Yeah. Tobias?
Hey, Robin. For me, like I talked to you guys before, I don't have much experience, but I've been working a house, and what the first thing come to my mind is the dust. A lot of dust in the air, and I don't know why, but they use a lot of oil base, so it's a chemical, it's a hazard, and sometimes some ladders, I think, is a hazard as well.
Mm.
And then, yeah, of course, falling objects like tools on the floor, this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, housekeeping is a very important thing as well. Not a lot of job sites that happens.
Nails, eh? They leave a lot of nails on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, if you step in one of those with your sneakers, you're not gonna be good. That's why we wear most of the time proper work boots with a thick sole. Just to make sure we all three of you can hear and see the screen properly. Yeah, good connection.
Yes, perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, let's watch a YouTube video for now. That I've selected for this session. Let me have a look. Okay. Somehow it went away. Give me 1 second, guys. That's the wrong one. Okay. Can we all see the video?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, good.
Oh man. I don't know.
Hot things.
I don't really know. Safety hazards can cause immediate accidents and injuries. Unsafe ladders.
Hot grease.
Slippery floors.
Falling objects.
Sharp knives. Unsafe electric circuits. Chemical hazards are
Gases, vapors, liquids, and dust.
that can harm your body. Chemicals. Cleaning products.
Gasoline. Pesticides. Biological hazards are living things that can cause diseases.
Such as viruses, bacteria, or insects. Mold.
Poison ivy. Insects. Viruses. Animals. Other health hazards are things that don't really cause injury or health problems right away, or they cause emotional pain or distress.
Heavy lifting. Noise.
Awkward posture.
Fatigue.
Stress.
Cold. Distraction. Every job has health or safety hazards. Once you know what the hazards are, you can learn how to protect yourself. Following your employer's safety policies can help you avoid hazards in the workplace and can keep you safe. If you have an hour this week,
Very little informative. You see, one of the things in the video as well is that even cold can be a hazard.
Yeah, I was thinking, Robin, like anything can be a hazard, yeah?
As long as you look at it the right way, yeah, everything could be a hazard. It's crazy if you think about it. Any questions related to this video?
No.
It seems like, yeah, as Tobias was saying, there's a lot of, everything can be a hazard actually. We live in a dangerous place.
Even the camera that you have in front of your face right now could be a hack. Okay, let's go to the PowerPoint.
Sure.
Okay. Can you guys see the PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful. Let me just read through this with you guys, and then I'm gonna ask some questions, or if you guys got some questions, please let me know. Okay, identifying workplace hazards. Proactively identifying potential workplace hazards is crucial for ensuring a safe and healthy work environment. By recognizing and addressing risks, employers can protect their employees and maintain compliance with relevant safety regulations. Types of workplace hazards. Physical hazards, risk like slip, trips, and falls, machinery and equipment that can cause physical injuries. Biological hazards like contact with infectious agents, bloodborne pathogens, or other biological materials. I have some chemical hazards, exposures to toxic, flammable, or corrosive substances that can cause health issues. Ergonomic hazards, poorly designed workstations, repetitive motions, or heavy lifting that can lead to musculature disorders. All very serious hazards, to be honest, in this list.
Robin, could you please give me an example of chemical hazard in a construction site, please?
On a construction site, yeah, so many. For example, there is a cleaning product or a dissolving product called what's it called again? Acetone, for example. It's a proper chemical. If you don't use the correct gloves for that, it will be able to bite in your skin. You will definitely feel that. Another chemical, for example, is Bexat. Bexat is a cement dissolving liquid. So there is like, for example, there is acid in there. If you get acid over on top of your skin, you definitely feel that burning. If you don't clean that off properly, or you should wear, of course, the proper PPE, like the rubber gloves. You will definitely see that, feel that, and notice that during and after your work. And it can take a while before that goes. So those are two common examples, in my opinion, in the construction industry. There are many of them, but those two, I've seen a lot of people going wrong with that, especially with the acetone. They think it's like just like a detergent or whatever. No, it's absolutely not. And you can just buy it at the regular Bunnings. That's the crazy stuff at Bunnings. You just walk in and you can buy a lot of chemicals, mate. A lot of chemicals. And sometimes I do really think that the signs of the warnings are not big enough or not clear enough, because everybody can go into Bunnings. But now what I've noticed as well, by the way, by saying that, is that at Bunnings, if you buy, for example, spray cans, a couple of weeks ago, I wanted to buy a spray can, and there was another two kids that were buying a spray can. They actually got asked for identification. They needed to be 16 years and older to have to buy spray cans at Bunnings.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
Any other questions, Alex or Clement?
No, pretty clear.
Not really. Yeah, that's good.
So let's go through some of the physical hazards. Machinery and equipment. Improperly guarded or malfunctioning machinery and equipment pose serious risks of physical injury, such as crushing, laceration, or amputation. Slip, trips, and falls. Wet, uneven, or obstructed floors and surfaces can lead to dangerous slips, trips, and falls. potential causing sprains, fractures, or head injuries, and falling objects, improperly, improperly stored and secured materials, tools, or
Properly.
equipment can fall and strike workers, posing a significant threat or traumatic injury. Any questions about this one?
Yes, Robin, on that slide, the before one,
Yeah.
which which one is the most common physical hazard in a construction between these three?
Uh, Construction industry, it's a tough one, you know. I think overall, if we're not talking about construction, I think it is slip, trips, and falls. Not many people um, see the danger of slipping or tripping on something. When you hit the floor, most of the time, you could be having a bad injury, you know. Even 3 days having pain in your hip because you fell on your hip, it is an injury.
Mhm.
And when
So
we,
you would say like first of them is sleepily,
yeah,
then falling objects, and then matching. Yeah.
well, if we go to construction, pure construction only, then because yeah, we are talking about workplace hazards. I mean, workplace hazards could be in the cafe, could be in the hospital.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. And then because I think you asked me for construction, I think we're gonna say machinery and equipment because there's a lot of power tools we use, and power tools come with a lot of protective equipment like guards, shields, or dust extractors or whatsoever. But if that's not used, what is in a lot of times the case, then yeah, mate, it's catastrophic. If a lot of people, for example, grinders, a lot of people take the guard rule off the grinder because you can reach further, you can cut deeper. But mate, if the blade snaps and half of that blade comes off the grinder, it will shoot through a fucking wooden chair or plastic chair or whatsoever. Or yeah, you will very bad. You will injure yourself very badly, very badly.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your example. Very good.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, chemical hazards. Workplaces that use or store chemicals can expose employees to a variation of health and safety risks. Toxic, flammable, or corrosive substances can cause acute poisoning, chronic illness, fires, or explosions if not properly handheld and contained. Identifying and mitigating chemical hazards is crucial to protecting workers and maintaining a safe work environment. Proper training, personal protective equipment, and engineer controls are essential to managing these risks. Yeah, so chemical hazards, it's very important, guys. Masks, gloves, glasses, whatever you go with chemical liquids or whatsoever, do your research and find your best PPE for this. Biological hazards. Biological hazards in the workplace can include exposure to infectious diseases like bloodborne pathogens and other harmful biological agents. This can lead to serious illnesses, infections, and even death or properly controlled. Oh, sorry. And even death if not properly controlled. Proper hygiene, personal protective equipment, and safe handling protocols are crucial for protecting workers from biological risks, such as needle stick injuries, exposure to contaminated body fluids, or contact with infected animals or insects. Tobias, your background is from Brazil. I think you said to me earlier.
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
in your country is a lot of insects they carrying diseases, correct? Did you ever
Yes.
went through something like you ever been pinched by for example a mosquito or whatever?
Yes. Yes. We they have mosquito. We call them yellow. So when they bite you, you have a really heavy fever, and then you're not gonna be able to. If you're not treat, you can face death. But yes, but we do in Brazil. We do, especially in the summer.
Sounds horrible.
That is a biological hazard, yeah.
So can we say, for example, that COVID was a biological hazard?
Look, this is still a pretty gray area because who knows where COVID came from? But if I have to say so, yes, I do think it's a biological hazard because it's a how do I say this in proper English? It's you can pass it on to somebody else. It's a proper disease. You get properly sick, and as mentioned before with the other diseases, like it can even cause death.
Yeah, right.
Or long-term damage.
Yep.
Very true. Yeah.
Another one, the economic hazards. Poorly designed workstations, equipment, and tasks can lead to musculoskeletal disorders like back pain, tendinitis, and carpal tunnel syndrome. Improper ergonomics, such as awkward body positioning, repetitive motions, and excessive force, can cause long-term damage to muscles, joints, and nerves. Addressing ergonomic hazards through adjustable furniture, task variation, and proper training is crucial for preventing work-related injuries and promoting employee health and comfort. Yeah, I think without knowing it, I think we all went through something like this. There's no doubt that even, for example, when I'm sitting at home, when I sit on the sofa, if I don't sit correctly, sometimes the next day I can feel it already a little bit, like I was laying in the wrong position on the sofa, you know. But I do get a little bit older, so maybe it's that one. I don't know. This is a very underestimated one. The physiological hazards, work-related stress, high workloads, tight deadlines, and lack of control can lead to debilitating stress, anxiety, and burnout, compromising employee well-being and productivity. Workplace conflict, unresolved conflicts, poor communication, and a lack of clear policies can create an hostile work environment, fostering interpersonal tension and emotional distress. And then mental health issues. Untreated mental health conditions such as depression or PTSD can significantly impact an employee's ability to function effectively and safely in the workplace. So yeah, any of you, I know this is really personal, but any of you ever suffered from any of this?
Look, I experienced like depression, but no, like my mom. My mom, she have some depression about stress at work. So yeah, and these are kind of things need to be treated. You know, some people think that is still thinking that like depression is some kind of bullshit, but it's not.
You're right. You're right. We have to take it serious. We have to. And how older we get, the more we think about it. Recognizing hazards, guys. One of the main things. Look around. Thoroughly inspect your work environment, keeping an eye out for potential safety issues like tripping hazards, faulty equipment, or improperly stored chemicals. Ask questions as well. Consult with experienced co-workers, safety managers, or subject matter experts to gain a deeper understanding of potential hazards and how to mitigate them. And check the documentation, review safety manuals, operating procedures, and other written materials to identify known risks and the recommended precautions. and at all times stay alert. Maintain a high-tented sense of awareness and be mindful of changing conditions or new tasks that may introduce unexpected risks. Very big one, guys. Yeah. Any questions about this or any input?
Look around, total inspection. Yeah, maybe for me, the lack of experience or looking around and see a hazard can be an issue for now. But I think with the time, I will be better, and then I can, prevent more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think looking around is a good way to find and see hazards, recognize hazards.
Yeah. And trying to visualize things, what could go wrong, not what like, oh, this is wrong or whatsoever, but also just think about the fact what is wrong. If you see a little bit of moist or a little bit of water on the floor, but you also see a lead laying on the floor, then 1 + 1 is 2. If that lead, if it got a little cut and it will touch the water, guys, it could be a very big incident there. Trying to visualize things. Conducting a workplace hazard assessment, a walkthrough. Conduct a thorough walkthrough of the workplace, observing and documenting all potential hazards from physical obstacles and chemical storage. The inventory risks. Compile a comprehensive inventory of all hazards, categorizing them by severity and likelihood of occurrence. Assess the impacts. Evaluate the potential consequences of each hazard, considering the impact on employee health, productivity, and compliance with safety regulations. And then the implementing control measures. Identifying hazards, guys. Begin by thoroughly assessing the workplace to detect and document all potential hazards, from physical obstacles to chemical exposures. Prioritize the risks. Evaluate the severity and likelihood of each hazard. Then focus on addressing the most critical risks first. Then implementing the controls. Employ a hierarchy of controls, starting with elimination or substitution, followed by engineering, administrative, and personal protective equipment, also known as PPE measures. Any questions about that one?
Well, you can. So we need to try to change the hazard, or whether was it to change the hazard to make it more safe.
First identify them, then you report it. If you think it's not worth reporting, still do it. Report it. Go to your supervisor, go to your manager, report it. And then trying to find a solution, how to minimize it or how to get rid of it. Yeah. So here, reporting and investigation incidents. Identify the incidents. Recognize and document any workplace incidents or near misses. Then report promptly. Notify supervisors and complete the required incident reporting forms. Then investigate thoroughly. Gather the evidence, interview witnesses, and determine the root causes. So why did it happen? Implement corrective actions. Develop and implement measures to prevent similar incidents in the future. This is literally just what we said, the basic steps. Effective incidents reporting and investigation are crucial for maintaining a safe workplace. By promptly identifying, documenting, and analyzing incidents, organizations can uncover the underlying causes and take proactive steps to mitigate risks and prevent recurrences. This process helps foster a culture of safety and continuous improvement. Okay.
But Robin, these tools you're talking about, this is more for like for the employee to apply, yeah? Or is for everybody? For
It's,
example, this reporting and investigate. This is a tool, huh? Or is it a process?
no, it's a process. It's a process. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and it is for everybody.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Stop this one. We go there. All right, that was the PowerPoint, guys. With that, guys, we reached the end of this today's session again. We recovered recognizing as how to identify common workplace hazards, understand the risks associated with these hazards, and known how to take appropriate action to mitigate these risks. To further build your knowledge, I encourage you heartily exploring related videos on YouTube for more valuable insights. Before we wrap up, please check your email for the handout and learn the feedback form. Your input is invaluable for shaping future sessions. So please complete and send that back to me. It will be much appreciated. Thank you all for participating today. I look forward to our next session together. Have a good day, and I see you soon.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank
See you.
you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you
See
very
you.
much.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Yeah.